Welcome to the biology class. Now we are going to discuss about the molluscans and their characteristics. So molluscans are found on land and in water. That means both fresh water and sea water. So for example, snails. So snail is a example of molluscans. So they are mostly found in marine and fresh water. The body is divided into segments. That is unsegmented body. So they have soft unsegmented bodies and move around with the help of muscular structure called foot, and they exhibit organ system level of organization, that is cell to tissues to organ system. So they exhibit a organ system level of organization. Their body has a cavity and the body is divided into head, dorsal visceral mass and ventral muscular foot and mantle, and head consists of tentacles and compound eyes. So many molluscans have a protective structure called shell, so which may be external, as in snails and clams and pearl oysters, or internals as in cuttlefish and octopus. So they are the examples of molluscans which are having shell as a protective. And next comes to worms. So worms, the word worms is loosely applied to animals that lack legs. That means they are not having legs. So true worms such as earthworms have cylindrical body which is divided into several ring-like structures called segments. Roundworms such as ascaris have an unsegmented body. Flatworms such as tapeworm. See, roundworm is called ascaris and flatworms are called tapeworm. And liver fluke has a ribbon shaped bodies. Larvae of some insects are also soft, called worms. So many worms have sense organs to detect the chemical changes in their environment, and some have light sensing organs also. So they are not having limbs, so they lack scales and true limbs. So they have appendages such as fins and bristles. Next comes to the arthropods. So what are the general features of arthropods? Arthropod have body supported by a hardened skeletal system called exoskeleton. So the appendages of arthropods are their legs, antennae and mouth parts are jointed, and their body is divided into head, thorax. Internally, the nerve cord runs along the lower part of the body and is not enclosed in a protective spinal column. So body is moved by the aid called tube-like heart. So overall body arrangement is bilateral symmetry. So these are the general features of arthropods, and they shed their hard exoskeleton periodically and grow a new one to replace it. There are 5 major groups of arthropods, that is insects, arachnids, crustaceans, centipedes and millipedes. So they possess a jointed legs and jointed bodies. So insects constitute about 75% of all animals. So in overall animals, this insects majority population is more, that is 75%, and they are occur almost everywhere. So the body of arthropod consists of 3 pairs of legs. Body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. So the normally spiders is termed as arachnophobia. So people with arachnophobia often experience panic attacks of spiders, and they tend to feel uneasy in the place where they find the spiders. So these are the general features of arthropods. So arachnids are So the body is divided. So 3 pairs of jointed legs arise from the thorax. Next comes to crustaceans. So crustacea also arthropods adapted for life in water. So they are life in water. So they are generally shrimps and then barnacles, crabs and lobsters. They live in water and they have gills for breathing, mandibles for eating and 2 compound eyes on the ends of eye sacs. So unlike all other arthropods, crustaceans have 2 pairs of antennae. So and 3 pairs of jaws. So a pair of pincers. So what are the pincers? So pincers are where these pincers, they will attack the prey. They will attack the prey. So those can be called as protective organs of this crustaceans. So organs for breathing, mostly gills. So prawns, lobsters, crabs and shrimps are examples of crustaceans. These are about crustaceans, and next is arthropod. So those are like centipede and millipedes are air breathing arthropods with a distinct head followed by several similar segments. The head bears a pair of antennae, a pair of eyes and jaws. So what are the characteristics? Is they reproduce sexually and they hatch eggs. So both millipede and centipede have a long segmented body with many legs. So many, pede means what? Limbs, that is legs. Centipede, that means 100 legs. Milli means many legs. Centipedes are meat eaters. They have flattened body, each segment bearing 1 pair of legs. The head bears a pair of long antennae and 3 of jaws, including poison jaws. And millipede are plant eaters. Millipedes are plant eaters. They have cylindrical body, each segment bearing 2 pairs of legs. In centipede, each segment bears 1 pair of legs, and in millipede, each segment bears 2 pairs of legs. The head bears a pair of short antennae and 2 pairs of jaws. So these are being non-poison jaws. But centipedes are poisonous and millipedes are not poisonous. So they have pincers and rearmost segment. So the predators that they can paralyze the prey, and after that it can attack on the prey. This centipedes. So millipedes, they mostly feed on decaying leaves and plant matter. So they omit foul odor if disturbed, which may harm the predators. So this is about the millipede and centipede of arthropods. So some more invertebrates are poriferans, or group of invertebrates that are mostly marine. They have porous body. For example, sponge, jellyfish, sea anemone, starfish, sea urchin. So starfish and sea urchin are examples of echinodermata. That means they are having spiny skinned invertebrates found in the oceans. Next, cnidarians are group of invertebrates, most of which are found in the oceans. So they have sac-like body which are single opening called mouth. So these arm structures having tentacles that capturing the prey. Jellyfish, sea anemone and hydra are examples of cnidarians. So this is about the arthropods and invertebrates children. In the next class we will discuss about vertebrates.